Hello everyone and welcome to 404 Let's Play Not Found. I am your host, It's Why We Game. And today we're going to be starting our Monday show called By the Book. We'll get into the rule set in a minute. It's going to become very obvious as we play what rules I'm going by, but I'll explain the details as we go. So we are playing Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, one of my favorite games. I just think it looks great, it's got a fun story, it's got really good combat mechanics. We'll let the tutorial here explain the mechanics. A bunch of school children. Aw man, why do I get stuck on the weak team? We're just gonna lose. What's the fun in that? Well, screw you, weak team. Hey, Mute! Where's your little bear today? He didn't want his precious bear getting wet in the snow. You are all jerks. Aw, did your mommy give you that bear? Yes, she did. What's your problem, new kids? Leave him alone. He's not gonna say anything anyways. He's like a little girl. Hey! That's gender discrimination. You tell him, Ritz. And I know some little girls who can kick your butt. Yeah, I wouldn't mess with her. She gets a sword later. Whoa, Ritz, what's your problem? You don't want to be on that team, right? How about we switch? That'll be better anyways. Would that be better? Let's start already. You should speak up. Tell him your name at least. You can't be new kid forever. I've definitely played some runs where I was like, I'm new kid now. You can't tell me what to do. But, to get into the type of run we're gonna be doing here, there's the Mix Stabby. We are playing a no ranged attack, rule set. So we're aptly naming our character after what he's going to be doing best. You don't have to apologize, Mute. You haven't done anything wrong. I love his hair. Mute's hair is it's just beautifully wavy. Okay, Mr. Lislali? We're ready to go. Then let's get this snowball fight started. Ready? So unfortunately, this first fight is a snowball fight, entirely ranged. So the way that we're gonna be playing through this, anything that has range, you can still use, but you have to be next to the person. So in this fight, we're gonna get all up close and personal. Ritz, could you help us out? They're gonna just explain how combat in this game works. If you've never played this game, essentially it's an isometric tactics game. And the way you face, the way your enemy is facing, the height you're at, what weapons you're using, all determines your chance of hitting and how much damage you're gonna do. Though snowballs don't actually do much damage. So, okay. She's telling us, choose snowball from the menu. Yeah. And there's also a turn order menu. It's a really, really complicated, really, really good system. I really like it. Yeah, they're explaining facing here. I've never really come across another series that had this sort of mechanic that... I mean, there's other entries in the Final Fantasy Tactics series, but I think that the addition of facing and later you're gonna get judge rules that make... let's snowball it up. Judge rules that make the combat interesting and you have to think really hard about what you're gonna do. was actually a little worried about this fight. I wasn't sure if you could get that close, and I thought I was going to take a couple of turns of having to get up close here. But this is a scripted fight, so you can't really lose it. You gotta being jerks to Mute over there. He's only got 8 HP! Ah, there's a trick to throwing a snowball, too. Is there? It's easier to hit someone from the side or behind. Yeah, he's explaining the facing mechanic more. Yeah, let's get all up and close and personal. What makes this rule set particularly interesting is that so this is a job-based Final Fantasy system, where, you know, there's lots and lots of different jobs you can choose, but about 60 or 70% of them rely entirely on ranged skills. Even some of the sword-wielding classes are pretty much entirely all about ranged. All of the mages have burst effect spells, or at least most of the mages do. And the mages are going to be allowed to use their spells, but they have to be within the burst damage. So you're not going to see me using really any black mages. And in fact, you're not going to see me using any Moogles in this game, because... Ooh, nice critical. Still does 1 damage, but... Hey, no running away, Mute! But that's what Mute does best! Haha! Big talk for a kid that looks like a salamander. He's only got 8 HP! That was 3 hits? He's probably down to 2 right now. What? We're not breaking any rules. Sure, you've been aiming at Mute this whole time. Are you okay, Mute? Technically they didn't break the rules, and technically correct is the best kind of correct. See? He says he's fine, so what's the problem? He knows you're gonna pick on him worse if he says anything else. Ouch! Well, it was the critical that dropped him down to 1. Mute, your forehead is bleeding. Huh? There was a rock in that snowball! McStabby, do what you do best. Stab him. You ever wonder why he switched schools? It was the stabbing. So the end justifies the means? You guys are horrible! Whatever you say, Whitey Locks. What did you call me? We know you dye your hair because it's really all white. Yeah, just like an old grandma. Haha, little prissy grandma. These guys are just asking for a stabbing. What's nice is that you can they do actually show up later in the game as named zombies. I'll point them out as we come to them. It's satisfying. It really is. Although, a lot of people may be wondering how we're gonna go from what looks to be a real-world setting to high fantasy, and you'll find out. Thank you. I can't stand bullies who pick on little kids. Those jerks, you're the same age as him. You're in the same class. So, McStabby, what are you doing after this? I don't know. Probably stabbing. I was gonna go buy this book, and I was wondering if you wanted to come. Oof, living the high life there, man. My little brother's getting out of the hospital today. Hospital? Was he sick? If stabbing is a sickness, then yes. Yes, he was sick. Wow, that's rough. What kind of book are you gonna buy? It's about monsters and magic and stuff like that. It's my D&D rule set book. Why don't you bring it over to my house? I'm sure Donald, my brother... Donald, would love to see it. Well, if you're sure it's okay. Absolutely. Why don't you come too, Ritz? Me? Gee, Guess I don't have anything other plans. Okay. That was the sound of a woman who just got cornered without an excuse. I'll come over as soon as I buy that book. I'll be waiting. I really do like the look of this game. There's something about the pixel graphics of the Game Boy Advance that was really nice and crisp looking. I'm really, really sorry. Please accept my apologies. Mr. Randall, we expect a certain level of performance, regardless of circumstances. It won't happen again. Don't worry, I'll fix things up here. Oh, thanks. Thank you for waiting, shall we? Look at that guy cringing like that. Embarrassing. Think you just made a whoops there, Ritz. Mute? Mute, it's you! Hi, Dad. I love McStabby's little rat tail there. These your friends? Although, the perspective's a little weird. I will say that about the graphics, because that car is massive. That car looks too big. It's like the size of that building there. So it's about the right height, but it's also like 15 feet long. Well, we'll be waiting for you at my place. Mute, how much do you know about McStabby? Huh? I guess your family has had problems too. But I heard that McStabby doesn't have a dad. Stabbing will do that to a person. Most dads are not stab-proof. Darn it. Hey, brother! Oh, hiya! Welcome back! No, I'm not doing that. You're kinda late, aren't you? We had a snowball fight at school. I'm totally soaked. A snowball fight, huh? Did they pick on you again? Oh, great confidence, man. Yeah, you always were bad at sports. McStabby, your guests are here. Tell them to come on up. You invited over some friends? Yeah, one of them says he found this really cool book. I thought you might want to see it too. You like books, don't you? You're always reading them. Only because there's nothing else to do at the hospital. I think it's read and play games. It's kind of insensitive there, Marsh. Hello, we're here. You must be Donald. I'm Ritz, your brother's classmate. And this is Mute. Hiya. You get that book, Mute? Yeah, right here. But I don't know what the title is. You're the guy at the used bookstore. Why'd you buy it, then? Just pick something out that looked kinda neat by the cover? Although, to be fair, it is a pretty neat-looking cover. Ooh. Pages are turning. See, that pixel art just looks nice. There's so much you can do with pixel art, and I think they did a really, really good job in this game. They got across a lot of different species, a lot of different classes, and all on a little tiny Game Boy Advance screen. It's definitely one of my favorite tactics games. Like I was saying before, though, we won't be using Moogles much. Because Moogles are pretty much ranged-based characters. I'll talk about it after this cutscene. Oh, a magic book? I wish I could use magic. I don't knew you'd like it, Donald. If you could use magic, maybe you'd be better at sports. Wow! You are a jerk, man. It'd be cool if this really were a magic book. Everybody's faces are strangely yellow-orange on the bottom screen. I feel like on pixel art you have a chance of, like, really getting the colors right, but they're just kind of strange and sunburnt. Games, you know, fighting monsters and stuff like that. If you can make a game real, which would it be? About to get meta on this. Yeah, I'd pick Final Fantasy. I'm sure you would, Square. I'm sure you would like to make it real. Yeah, me too. See you at school, McStabby. You know, of anybody who's gonna get their backpack checked at school, I feel like McStabby's gonna have to check his at the door every time. I wish I could use magic. That tea kettle in the bottom right has been boiling for a really long time. As snowflakes gently fall. It's just a really nice setting and a really nice concept. Yeah, see, look at how big the cars are! It's a good thing that the cars don't stick around, because the cars look ridiculous. It's hard and isometric, though. I've tried to do some isometric perspective drawing. There's something about the angle that makes everything look really weird. And the book's opening, and magic happening. Ah, you killed the world. Great job, guys. It's okay, somebody hit the reboot. I've always wanted to be a rabbit person. My dream come true. This was a very, like, cutscene heavy. This is very cutscene heavy for a Game Boy Advance game. You just don't. You didn't see this very often in handheld games at the time. I mean, you got some, but nothing truly cinematic like this, you know? Huh? Where am I? Oh my god. Oh my god. What's happening? I see swords! My dream come true! Oh, excuse me. Watch where you're going, son! You're a lizard! Racist! What did you say? You said lizard! It takes a lot of nerve calling a banga? I've never known how to pronounce that. I'm gonna go with banga. A lizard. Kupo! There you are, Kupo! My name's McStabby. I like stabbing things. Moogle. This human brat's with you? Yes, Kupo. He's just come from the countryside, you see. Bit of a hick. Apologize to the banga, Kupo. Sorry. Please excuse him. He's not used to seeing banga. Hey, you, wait! Kupo? Those clothes. You're a soldier, aren't you? I mean, I look more like a Comic-Con attendee. So, I don't know where you were getting the soldier thing from. Huh? What's going on here? A fight! You've been challenged to a fight! He's engaging you, Kupo. Engaging? But there's no ring! Our first real fight. See, he's engaging me, but he's gonna go punch Mont Blanc in the face. So... Wait a second, I get it. Engage means fight. Oh, really on the ball there, McStabby. Laws are set for today. Judges? Laws? Uh-oh. Don't tell me you don't know about those. The law for today forbids the use of all items, Kupo. Always be sure to check the laws, or you'll be sorry. And he's not joking. Check the laws before you do a fight. So wait, an engagement is a battle? And the laws are the rules for the battle? And that guy on the armor... Thank you for summing that all up. It's your turn, Kupo. Use your sword and abilities. I'll back you up. Okay, here it goes. Alright. Let's use our newfound knowledge of facing and, stab him in the back. Actually, what battle? Okay, so I have the ability heal. It'll heal, I think, 10 HP. Actually, I think it varies. In, the sequel to this game, actually, it, like, locks it down at 10 HP. I'll face this way. But better than the healing, it actually gives a flat 10 experience points. Every level, is 100 experience points. As you can see, fighting stuff that's close to or higher than your level will give you more experience points. Hey! Mont Blanc! That's cheating! What did I say? You know the rules! Well, I'm gonna have to punish you by barely using you throughout this game. I mean, I was planning on not using you much anyways, but... Because again, KO verified. 1 judge point. Judge point? What's that? Collect judge points. That way you can use combos with other clan members. It makes engagements a snap, Kupo. So all I have to do is defeat my opponents? Gotcha! That is the point of a battle. Yeah, Moogles just aren't useful for anything besides ranged abilities. And in fact, so most of this game is all about ranged attacks. It's hard to not use ranged attacks, as we're gonna find out pretty quickly. But Moogles are just... They have one, oh, that's right, I forgot it. Cure status ailments, too. It's good. Moogles have about one class that's really, really good at, close-up fighting, and nothing else. So we're gonna be using a team mostly composed of Bangas, humans, and, maybe an assassin or two, some Vieras, but again, Vieras are also, ranged. We could use some Numoi, but we're probably gonna use one Numoi, because the Beast Tamer ability is great. Grr, I'm hurt. Where's that potion? You fool! Didn't you listen to the law? Take him down, boys! Infraction of the law, forbidding items. All violations will be sent to prison. Yeah, so don't break the laws in this game. If there's one rule besides no ranged in this playthrough, don't break the laws. Don't do it. Don't do it. It is... The penalties are ridiculously severe. It's rough. We'll get into that more as we go along. Sprom? Prison? What have I gotten myself into? Thanks for helping me. Never ever call a Bengal lizard, Kupo. It's just rude anyways. Sorry, I really didn't know. You have seen a Benga before, right, Kupo? Yes, well, no, not a real one at least. Kupo, where exactly are you from? Kadon? Muscat? I don't know. I'm all confused. And to top it off, I'm talking to a stuffed animal. Good God, McStabby! You are such a dick! Fine, a Moogle. Well, blah blah blah. I believe you, you're confused. Let me explain. This is the town of Cyril, in the land of Ivalice. Ivalice? That's the name of the town where I'm from. Town? But Ivalice is a country. Not my Ivalice, and there's no Bangas either. What about Moogles? Surely the other towns have them. Nope, we just have normal things like dogs and cats. But you said you're you've never seen. God, I cannot read today. Well, it's just I've seen a Banga, but in a computer game, not real life. Kupo? It's called Final Fantasy. It's not real, not really. It's like a pretend world with heroes and monsters. So you're saying here is just like your pretend world? Somebody's crazy! Okay, now I'm the one that's confused, Kupo. Sorry, I know I'm not being very helpful. Man, this episode's going a lot longer than I thought, but it is the intro, so... Oh, I can hardly believe it myself. Wow, we're topping up on 30 minutes here. That's okay. I don't know what length I'm gonna want these to be at the end, but we'll see how it goes. I'm McStabby. What's your name? They call me Montblanc. Montblanc? Montblack? Whatever. Come with me, McStabby. What's this place? This is where our clan members hang out. Clans are like groups of people working together. Wow, everybody looks so tough. Well, our clan takes some pretty rough jobs. Of course, the pay's good, and there's never a dull moment. Maybe someone here knows how I can get back home? You could ask around, Kupo. Can I join the clan, too? Sure thing. I just have to introduce you and you're in. Hey everyone. You know, he says that they're looking really tough, but everyone here's like level 4. Me and the others will help you out. And maybe we can help you find your way home, Kupo. He's been very accepting of the fact that I'm not just crazy. Well, it's kind of a small clan, so no, not yet. Why don't you give us a name? Well, I mean... we're gonna be doing a lot of stabbing, so... where's mine? Stab... me. Wow. I missed the O. Apparently I can't spell today. Stabinators. Oh, it's too long. Stabinator. That'll work. How about Stabinator? Kupo. Henceforth we should be called Clan Stabinator. Okay, let's get you settled in, shall we, Kupo? This is where we are right now, in Ivalice. Why is there a bell hanging from the rafters there? Place them, okay. So they're explaining how to place map items. We will place Sprom in the next episode. I need to get my map. As you can see from this, you can place it anywhere, and where you place it does matter. So we'll get into that in the next episode. Until then, I am It's Why We Game. This has been By the Book. We'll see you next episode.